the schmegel out of there.
Schmegmacast.
Yeah.
Smegma is a crust that develops in your foreskin when you don't take care of yourself properly.
Yep.
Welcome. Episode what?
14.
14.
Holy shit, dude. We're delving deep into it, dude. We're deep in it. We're so deep.
I'm about to watch Lewis burn his fucking hair off.
I already did that a long time ago, dude.
It's gonna be like the Michael Jackson commercial. Where like the Pepsi commercial where he burned off his fucking scalp.
Dude, Pepsi killed Michael Jackson, dude.
Did they air it?
Probably,
no, that's when they replaced him for that alien.
Dude, no, dude, fucking Pepsi lit fucking Michael Jackson on fire, and then he had to use painkillers for the rest of his fucking life.
Yeah.
And then eventually he overdosed on them.
Yep. Yeah, so welcome to the podcast, episode 14. Cedric's got a new turkey bong. Is it a bong?
Dude,
Yes.
you should take a picture of it and then put it on the thing for a second.
Oh, dude, I will.
Just on the video. Just let it flash for like 5 seconds so people can see it.
I'm gonna make it to where it
Watch as he worships it.
pops up every like 10 minutes. There you go.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So that's a bizarre looking thingy. Remember the lemon? We used to have a lemon.
Yeah, I remember getting that. I bought that at Basil's.
There was this one time we thought it'd be really fucking funny to put Smirnoff green apple vodka in it and smoke out of it. Oof. I felt that cancer. It's like a surge. It was straight to your fucking brain. You felt it behind your eyes. It was sweet.
You weren't coughing from the weed, you were coughing because of fucking alcohol. It fucking dries your throat immediately from inhaling it.
Don't people get high off of? You get high off alcohol, right? If you like the vapor,
the fumes.
Kill the fuck out of
The
you.
idea is that you like take it and you vacuum seal it, and then you really fucking vacuum seal it to where like the fumes start coming out, and then you like just smoke it real quick. You inhale it, and then it goes directly to your fucking lungs. Then it goes right to your fucking head, bitch.
Oh shit!
How do you know this?
Don't worry about it.
Dude, what are you, square? You never fucking accidentally huffed before? I have. Trying to kill gnats. I was being
What are you talking about?
just huffing chemicals. Like,
Oh my god.
like, I was spraying gnats with fucking Axe body spray in my bathroom.
Dude.
And I tried to torch them, and then like it just left like a little vapor thing on the fucking mirror, and I got real close, and I just went to do it again, and I inhaled it. I was like, and then I went somewhere for like 20 minutes, dude. I started like coughing. I got to my knees, and I just fucking, dude, it got weird. It got wacky.
Dude, remember when Adrian used to fucking just like lock himself in the fucking attic, fucking painting shit? It's like,
Fuck.
One of our old drummers.
What did that dude say?
Oh.
His roommate would tell us about like, you know, it's smelling bad upstairs. Like it was always like very fumey. But he was fucking making like city art and like shit. Like, you know, like
city art.
Shit that you would see fucking people on Venice Beach slinging for fucking tin bones. Just to get a 40.
Like landscape pictures that people do with like spray paint and shit.
Except he would do like the cosmos. He would just like, he'd show us how to do it too.
He was really
like,
good too.
Yeah, he would fucking spray paint around like these circle things he had.
Yep. I've seen fucking videos of that shit.
Yep.
Looks real fun.
He was really good at it too. The problem is like he would just do that shit all the time, and he was just like huffing all the fumes. Even his buddy went upstairs, and what did he say? No, he's like, "Oh, dude, I don't feel good."
Yeah, he's like, "Dude, I don't know, man. My head hurts." I'm like, "How long you been huffing this shit for?" He's like, "I don't know, a couple hours." He just got downstairs. He's like, "Nah." And he just started playing drums.
Dude, the reason people like do that shit outdoors is because it's ventilated. And they also wear masks outside.
Dude, no, he did it indoors with the windows closed. He had a bunch of fucking cats in there too.
That's fucking badass. I would do it.
So many weird.
Dude, he would fucking paint and huff paint all day and fucking play the drums. He was good.
He's damn good.
He was good at painting.
It rubbed off on me a little bit. Cause I learned a lot of like rudiments and shit from him. But during that time, I was huffing the same fumes, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna leave.
Feeling something. I'm feeling something.
I'm not gonna say no.
All right. No isn't an option anymore. Reminds-
yes. And then I start painting the fucking plane. He's
Oh
like,
my
now you
God.
get it. Now you get how to paint. I'm just like,
You look up at him. He's looking down at you. Like,
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I gotta be to work in 2 hours.
Sounds like the subject of like a Lifetime original movie or some shit.
Except I'm not a misogynist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Lewis,
And I'm not trying to.
before we jump
non-consensual,
into
my
Christmas
friends.
shit, because Christmas shit,
Hey,
I think,
good
would be
segue,
very
too.
important. I do want to talk about Lifetime original movies. Oh, they're so fucking awesome.
Like, what's considered a good Lifetime in movie?
Oh, dude, my mom, like,
The man is scrutinized.
or somebody in the house is a murderer or some shit, or like, there's one where it was like a mom was the main character, and her young son got like addicted to internet porn. But when you actually watch the movie, like, he's not even jerking off or anything. He's not he's not getting off to it. He's just like looking up ladies in bikinis. Like, none of them are naked. It's like softcore shit. It's the funniest fucking thing on the planet because he just gets addicted to it.
Ugh.
And like everyone around him is like is like making fun of him for having a healthy sex drive as a teenager.
Exactly. But they want you to know that if you feel like hurting women.
Yeah. Well, if you jerk off, obviously you're committing violence towards women by, you have it in your heart, in your mind. So you're doing it, dude.
People can have these weird biases towards things.
This is why I
people
jerk up to cartoons.
can watch Christmas. Thank you, Lewis, for your contributions to our system.
Hey, I draw this shit.
You draw it, dude.
Yeah, I'm good
You
at
should
it
do it
too.
for a living.
I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my ex-fiance.
Oh shit. I didn't
Oh,
know
dude.
that. What the fuck?
Don't watch Christmas Unleashed, then you won't fucking cry.
Yeah, you didn't grow up with like middle-aged fucking white people watching.
Yeah, so you didn't watch
watching movies.
Lifetime,
Like,
you didn't watch ABC. Dude, you're blessed.
it's like
Am
all
I?
shit.
Dude, I didn't
that's
get
like
TV,
trying
period.
to teach you a lesson.
I'd rather look at Sticks and Stones than fucking watch the Hallmark Network, dude.
Dude, it's all shit that's like trying to be like, oh, Christmas Eve, but at the same time, it's gonna try and teach you a valuable life lesson, and that is, something.
Women
It's
make less
something.
than you. Feel bad.
Yeah, or like, don't jerk off to porn too much because you'll become addicted, and then
Hair will grow on your eyes and palms.
yeah, they were like, hey, porn boy, and like fucking.
Robert's parents.
like-
You jerk off to cartoons.
He was like, come on, guys, this porn thing's just a joke. And he was like, you're a joke. And then he and, like zoomed in on his face and he looked real sad.
This is
and
a real dark Christmas movie. He's addicted to jerking off. He does it every day. You see him shut out his friends and family
Wait, that's an addiction?
for quitters.
Alright.
shit. People can get addicted to porn and shit.
Oh, of course
It's
you
a
can.
thing.
Bro,
Anyway.
I don't need porn to jerk off. But I like it.
That's fair.
Valid point.
So, yeah, Christmas movies.
Ooh, what haven't we already covered? Man,
We sort of covered Jingle All the Way. Lewis brought it up before we started. I just thought it was funny as fuck.
Jingle All the Way. Which one is that?
With Arnold.
And Sinbad.
Oh, the one. Yeah, dude, the one I didn't see.
What?
Dude, it's so fucking funny.
And yeah, dude, I've never seen that movie. Now, before you vomit, Lewis. That's just it. I wanted to say that.
Before you die.
We owe it to all of you. If Lewis ever throws up here, we're gonna record it and we're gonna put it on screen.
It's gonna be pretty dope.
The whole process?
Your discretion is advised.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, it was
And I have a really narrow throat, so when I throw up, it's like fucking
it really
projectile.
hurt
Like,
you. It gets you good. Yeah, Jingle All the Way. It's got Arnold Sinbad in it, and it's fucking wacky as shit. It's the idea is that I didn't get to explain it last time, but the idea is that it's they're both competing to try and get like an action figure for their kid,
Yeah.
and Sinbad is like trying to hijack Arnold at the same time.
Yep.
And they're like fighting over it and shit. There's like a scene where he gets like fucking ripped off by a weird midget and a.
Oh no, they go to a fucking toy factory where they were selling bootleg counterfeit toys. But they were all dressed up as Santas and elves and shit. It was like, what?
It was like some weird fucking underground like
Toy, it was like some toy heist or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck it was.
some criminal toy ring that was like selling bootlegs from Mexico and China. It's fucking awesome. And like later on they're at like a radio station and they're like trying to like fight over this package or whatever, and at the same time there's fucking like cops chasing him, and he like reaches into his bag and he's like, "Stop, everyone! I got a bomb!"
He says that to the cops.
Yeah. Like I said last time,
It was
like
a different time.
Yeah, that back in the day, like that's completely fine. But if they would have filmed that like that kind of scene now, there would have been a fucking uproar about it. It's hilarious.
Oh fuck!
Like he throws it and he doesn't actually know that it's a bomb,
It really was a bomb.
and it fucking explodes in the cops' faces, and it like comedically cuts to them with like soot and like black soot all over the face. Like,
Yeah, not a
like
graphic
cartoon.
explosion with shrapnel and fucking
No.
like.
Body parts
But
everywhere.
the funny thing is, like, as he walks away, doesn't like the window blow out or some shit? Like it was like a big ass explosion. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
It looked
Johnny
bad.
doesn't get a Christmas this year, and then it just pans out to the commercial because that's a regional tragedy.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Never forget, dude. Yeah.
Sinbad walks away. He's like, "Damn, that was a bomb."
Yeah.
Some people are sick.
And it's like even worse now because you remember the fucking Texas bombings or whatever where somebody was like mailing around bombs.
Holy shit!
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. They were like mailing them to different.
It's like back in the
people's
day
houses
where,
and
for
shit.
shits and giggles, people would send people anthrax.
Yeah,
What?
pretty tight, dude. Yeah, like I think it was like some fucking like white supremacist group would like mail around fucking anthrax to
Yeah.
like different fucking places, and they also blew up the Twin Towers at one point. Well, one of them. Yeah, like before 9/11.
Ah.
That's why everyone says like, "Oh, Biggie predicted the future," and because he said to blow up like the Twin Towers, and like back in the day, like that actually happened, like
Yeah.
before 9/11. So that's where that lyric comes from, and also, yeah, that's what happened.
Ah.
A little history lesson. What other Christmas movies, man?
Apparently, Lifetime does this neat thing where they release fucking 10 of them every year.
Oh my god,
They're that consistent with their shit.
they get like
They are
10
straight cancer, but I'll give them that. Dude.
How do you-
They're always pumping out something.
How the fuck,
misogynistic.
as a company, like as a smaller company, do you get like 10 different fucking film crews out to just do like 10 different? They gotta recycle some shit.
Oh, dude, it's always the same garbage fucking cookie cutter plot. It's always fucking like this family is going through fucking
Hard times.
Hard times, you know, first world like
Yeah.
hard times. They're figuring out that they've been cheating on each other for 10 years,
Yeah,
but they've been cheating on each other for 10 years.
and then they find out like, the son or some shit starts dating this mysterious girl.
But all at the same time, Pa ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, and then it turns out she like gets over her cancer, and also she's Santa Claus's daughter or some ridiculous shit.
Yeah, and then that's how they tied in and make it a fucking Christmas movie. This whole ride just makes you feel bad.
Or they take fucking the look on Lewis's face. is so-
What?
or they take like country songs and shit and turn them into Christmas movies,
Yep.
like the Christmas Shoes.
Oh my god, dude. I saw that on the fucking list too.
It's this song about a little boy whose mom is dying,
Yep.
and he wants to get her shoes for Christmas.
But it's this long, it's like the 6.5 fucking 7-minute long song and they play the whole fucking thing on the radio.
Yeah, and then
You
they
ain't never heard
made a
of this
movie
shit?
of it. They made
That's
a
crazy, dude.
They made a fucking
Yep, they did.
Hallmark movie of it.
Hallmark jumped right on that horse.
I don't even know what the fuck to say, dude.
Dude, it's such a weird system of like pushing this shit out that it's just become like it's like a weird tradition now for Hallmark to just shovel out like as many fucking like seasonal movies as they can,
Yep.
except for Halloween. Halloween doesn't get shit. Halloween gets every horror movie ever. So I think that's fair, but...
Coming Home Christmas. Christmas at Pemberley Manor. Oh my god. And look at this shit. It's the most like sweater vest.
Yep, they're all wearing fucking sweater vests. It's all like... or like it's always like some rom-com where it's this fucking lady and like, oh, she's going through a divorce or like some other shit. And then she goes to like...
busy in the paperwork.
Yeah, she goes back to her hometown. Then she falls in love with some guy. And then, like, it's during Christmas, so, like, they have to save, like, the youth center or some shit. And then, you know, they get, like, the Christmas spirit or some shit and somehow save it. And then they fall in love and get married themselves.
Dude, you can nail it, dude.
Christmas.
You could be one of the writers.
I could.
It's the same trash. Everything you just said, verbatim.
Can we make a Christmas rom-com?
Dude,
We
you
can do it,
totally
dude.
can, but you can't be in it.
No, he's the main character.
Okay.
This guy.
He's gonna do whiteface.
White face? Oh, no.
Really light foundation everywhere.
Oh, man, speaking of Christmas, dude, I got a Christmas miracle for you guys. I think you guys are really going to like this video.
All right, let's see it.
It's very Christmassy. Let's see. It's very interesting. It's a story of a kid that's just trying to play with his wrestlers. He just wants to play with his wrestlers. So
Like his wrestlers, like his toys, or like
yeah, like his toys.
I'm playing my wrestler.
His wrestlers.
Stop spit on me, nigga. I can't play my wrestlers. My man saliva all over the place. You need to relax. Alright, I'm bored. How about you come play with me?
what the fuck?
Ski.
This is possible like 17-year-old playing with fucking wrestlers.
I'm on live. You trying to give me pills? Shit, also, you see this dude, bro? I'm about to chuck your bitch ass, nigga. Move.
You can tell he's like dragging his leg and shit.
Why does it look like fucking goddamn, what's his name? He was in fucking Friday After Next.
It does look like he
The
sounds
guy
like
that hit with the fucking shotgun.
yeah.
Shit, nigga.
Fuck off me.
I'll shoot you
Send
in the
that to
pink,
me.
not the one that stink.
Huh?
Send that to me.
No, I'll shoot
Oh,
you. I'll
dude,
shoot you.
absolutely.
I'll shoot you in the. I won't shoot you in the stink. I'll shoot you in the one
Oh
that
my
winks.
God.
For people that haven't seen that video, his grandpa wants him to take his medicine, and he just like cuts over. He's like, "Man, look at this guy! Look at this dude!" And he like the fucking camera like switches around, and it's he's just standing there like a jump scare, and he like jumps towards him.
He's like wearing like a fucking. It was wearing a onesie.
A white beater. Was it a white beater?
It was a wife beater and like some fucking tidy whities. And I think the tidy whities really bring it together.
I don't know why I thought he was wearing a onesie. I got a quick look at him and it scared me. I guess I
Dude, I saw you jump, dude.
No.
Fucking Steve Harvey don't play no games. It was wonderful. Oh, that was fucking. Now that's it. He's like playing with the wrestlers, and he's like, ski, bam, ski.
Ski.
He was like, dude, he's getting into that shit.
It doesn't really give you much insight into like
Yeah,
you know how old this kid is or like what's going on.
yeah. Look
Don't
like
make
a
me say it.
look like a little 12-year-old kid. So that was
Maybe granddad is just tired of him, dude.
yeah.
I'm tired of the excuses, and he just starts fucking beating his
Dude,
ass.
he like you could tell he grabbed his fucking leg and started yanking him off the bed. It's so fucking funny.
I had it, boy. This is the third video today. I gotta go outside.
Man, I'm on live.
This is who I am, Grandpa. Stop trying to give me pills.
He's like, man, I'm on live right now. You trying to give me fucking pills? He's like, boy. So good. It's just a fucking grandpa from Boondocks. Holy shit. So yeah, that's a good little Christmas treat, Christmas surprise for you guys.
Yeah, dude. That was something. Too many bad like Christmas movies.
Yeah.
You know, I feel the same way about like new Christmas music. Like I know that's shitty for me to say, but God, I can't. Maybe I just don't like it in general. But I hear like a brand new Christmas song like just made like I don't know this year or like that RuPaul made like a whole Christmas album and you listen to it. And he actually like tried like lyrically like he actually like it felt like something, but at the same time I don't want any more Christmas. Dude, don't play it anymore.
Yeah.
Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard. Die Hard's another Christmas movie.
Fucking Die Hard.
I mean, I know we were just talking about the Christmas albums, but
No, let's go back to the Christmas albums.
oh no, please. I like old Christmas music. I can't listen to new shit. Even then, I can't listen to like the Beatles. That shit upsets me.
You can't
I
listen
hate
to the Beatles.
Hate them.
You know, like the lyrics, they're just so fucking weird. Like, I guess like you get like rhythmically and like as far as like big group band, like why they were so revolutionary.
Yeah.
Because they were just like one of those bands like Zeppelin. They brought like I don't know that type of rhythmic energy to like what was already rock. It was already rock, like it was already just this like little basic idea.
No, I'm just saying that one song. I'm not trying to get into the fucking Beatles.
Okay. No, I was about to say I straight up like, and maybe I don't like them that much. Throw a stone or two if you would do.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they're not my thing either.
I mean, I like them.
I like what they're getting at.
Fucking good for you. But that one Christmas song, the moon is bright. It's like I can't.
Oh, that fucking one sounds so goddamn robotic. They play it every day at work.
A wonderful Christmas time.
And
Makes
I
me
like.
want to fucking kill myself.
And the song is so weird and cyclical that you really don't know when it's gonna fucking end.
Right.
I feel like it's like between 3.5 to 8.5 minutes long. I just this fucking song kills me. I'd rather listen to the Little Drummer Boy on repeat.
Oh God, I can't do it.
And even that one gets like fucking hard after a minute.
The only one that I legitimately like, if it's on the radio, I'll listen to it. What the fuck is it called? Dude, I'm bombing right now. I forget what the fuck it's called now. There's not many like Christmas songs that I could really vibe to, but when there is, like, there's obviously, there's some good ones, but
I don't know, call me a weirdo, but like fucking I don't know, if I had to give it to like one Christmas song that I fucking could honestly say I like, it would just be something dumb like the Grinch, because it's annoying.
Oh, dude, I love the Grinch. That song's fucking great.
I'm surprised all of you are ignoring what was it called?
RuPaul?
No.
No.
The metal band that comes over almost every year. Fucking plays Christmas shit.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Dude, don't play some shit. I'll get fucking copyright claimed.
Oh yeah.
No,
I
play
forgot-
actual music.
What's the name of that band? It's a metal group. They play Carol of the Bell.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Dude, they're fucking awesome.
No,
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
and that's
That
fucking
is
sweet.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The unfortunate
I'm
thing is that
surprised
they're...
you guys haven't mentioned them.
Oh, they're fucking great.
Yeah, you guys said you couldn't think of anything, really?
I was drawing blanks
fair.
because I fucking try to drown it out. It's just
Put
white
me on the
noise
spot,
for
I
me.
can't. What the fuck? I know that their shit is really good, but their concerts are like... It's just people sitting there,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate. I
Funny,
wish
like,
they would have like an open
we
thing.
go there
Just
ready
fucking-
for a fucking metal show. And just a bunch of people
fucking
sitting there.
mosh,
Yeah.
dude.
Everyone's dressed in fucking just suits, just sitting there. Just
One of us
fucking-
gets like, what the fuck? You pick up the chair, fucking.
I want to see you all! Get in the middle of the fucking pit! Start running!
fucking
Wall of
people just get
fucking
up out of their
death!
seat and they
Wall of
just
fucking
start
death! Wall of
raging.
fucking death!
People start jumping on top of each other in the fucking seats.
Dude, that's what you gotta do, man. Go to one of those things and start a circle pit.
The fucking.
Just run around the seats.
Everyone's just fucking doing the
Fucking
Karate
the
Kid
weird
shit.
sweeps at the end.
Fucking.
That's when you get fucking hype.
Dude, now I remember what the fucking song I was thinking of. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one song that I'll sit there in the car and I'll be like chill during the winter.
And you'll cry like one tear.
Just driving around. I'm like, yeah, this is. Dude, I'll fucking mosh that shit. Frank Sinatra's dead body on stage. Have yourself a merry. I want to see you all get in the fucking pit right now.
His fucking arms just start swinging around and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a facsimile of like a fucking an actual body. He's just basically held together by string or whatever force is keeping his body together.
You know what's scary? You're gonna get to a point where like famous enough artists are gonna appear as holograms like all over the place. Not just like in a couple of events. I mean, just in general.
Yeah.
Like how far are we before we see Elvis again, or like?
Dude, or like we get
Or
like a
even-
Tupac fucking hologram concert. Like
Where he gets shot too.
that's him.
Dude, go back in time and like fucking take his brainwaves from when he was dying and like transport all of his memory, all the backup, into a new like clone body. But it's like a weird fucking like Terminator. Like he can
Yeah.
teleport through walls and shit. Like, but he's Tupac, so he's gonna be like, all eyes on me. And he
then that
fucking
same scene,
zaps out of fucking reality.
He keeps fucking getting shot, and then
Yeah.
he finally like learns from
Blah,
that,
blah,
and
blah.
then he's just like, "I am done," and then like it's fucking.
He's gonna be like Dr. Manhattan.
I am not a
Tupac.
tool of your amusement. And fucking.
Dude, it's gonna be, dude. They're gonna do it to like Elvis and shit, and like all these famous celebrities, and then they're gonna be actual gods now. They're just gonna be fighting each other, like in the skies.
Michael Jackson versus fucking.
Dude, you just made the next Aney fucking. What the fuck's his name? He's a piece of shit. He's a really bad director. Gone, lost it. Alright.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan. Alright, there you go.
Yeah,
You made the next M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah,
Paul-
the next.
make the next Paul Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah.
Paul
Yep.
Walker is one of them.
Oh no,
He keeps crashing the fucking car.
no, he wasn't even driving. That's the ironic part, was that he wasn't even fucking driving. The fucked up thing is like, when you die in that sort of manner and your like main source of like income in your main movies are just like driving racing movies and you fucking die from a car crash, that's ammo, dude. That's just ammo.
Is that not the universe just kind of tipped in the hand of? I don't know.
Yeah.
is that not it?
The fucked up part is like he wasn't even driving the fucking car and and then they crashed and fucking died.
Yes, Robert.
Yeah. Dude, that's fucking
Yeah,
weird.
Dude, that's another thing you missed. Like,
No,
I'm
I know
pretty
what
sure
had
you saw the
happened.
Fast and Furious movies.
No, I didn't.
Really? You never seen any of them?
I saw Tokyo Drift and that's about it.
Let's go a little bit further back. Have you seen like Deep Blue? I think that was another one with.
What the fuck
fucking
is that?
Shitty shark movie with Paul Walker.
And then they're all like surfing and shit.
Yep.
Isn't it like they get stuck in the middle of the ocean
Yeah.
and it's like just them, and then there's like a fucking they gotta like stay on the surfboard because there's like a bunch of sharks circling them or some shit.
Yeah, you know that usual fucking song and dance. Yeah.
Dude, that's been like
What else was he in?
it's been like 10 different fucking things, 10 different movies
Mainly just fucking the shitty Fast and Furious franchise.
for sure. Dude, did you see they're making a fucking video game now?
She's all that. Oh my god, I fucking.
They're making a fucking Fast and Furious game now. They announced
Oh
that
my
the fucking
god.
game show awards, the Game Awards show or
Like
some
it's
shit.
gonna be like a fucking.
Yeah. Like, it's going to be, like, its own separate thing, but Michelle Rodriguez and fucking Vin Diesel are going to be in it. Like, it's going to be separate characters, but they're going to be, like, side characters. Like, hey, we're here, too.
We're here to help.
And then he's like, family. And then you power up by drinking Coronas.
And then he predicts that the car's gonna crash, so he actually jumps out.
Yeah. They fucking yeah.
And he's only gonna go down like that.
He like jumps out. Fucking jumps into the sun.
Oh yeah, dude. That's where he'll transform.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the last thing they need to do. Fucking go into space.
Yeah.
Dude, when they fucking did like the Fast and the Furious crossover Back to the Future thing, dude, I fucking started laughing my ass
what?
off, dude. Like,
That's a fucking thing.
yeah, Vin Diesel and the thing, like, they gotta go back or some shit. He fucking, and it really is Vin Diesel, dude.
We gotta go back. Family.
We gotta get Vinny or Lenny, whatever her name is. Lemons.
Vin Diesel back to the
Vinny.
Future. And
What the fuck is that? Dude, Vin Diesel has become such a fucking meme on this podcast now, on this channel.
I love him, dude. I fucking grew up with him.
Yeah, same. Like, he's a big fucking nerd. Like,
I
he's a big
did not
dork.
have to. I didn't need Fast and the Furious for that, dude. I saw all the Riddick movies. Those were fucking awesome.
Oh, dude, they're great. Those movies are legitimately like
We're very
some of the best
unironic fans.
fucking
yeah.
Triple X, dude. Those movies were
Now,
fucking
don't take that into
sweet,
consideration when we show his body pics.
shit. Yeah. That is fucking weird thing. I hate him, but I love him. Like, have you ever seen that fucking interview with him and like he's like calling the lady beautiful and he won't stop. He just won't stop. And he gets too like into it. He's like, oh, when did this become a beautiful world and shit like that? And he's like, really? Oh, you're so sexy. Like, really fucking coming on to the interviewer, and she doesn't speak English, and she's just like, ha, yeah. Like, you could see the awkwardness building. in
Yeah,
her face.
like, hey, I think I know what you're saying. But
He keeps going further with it. He won't let it die. And he's just like standing up, and he's like, am I crazy in here? When did it become beautiful world? What is this?
the beautiful world.
Dude, the way that he says shit is so bad.
He had some lines, dude.
Sorry, I was texting somebody.
You know, that's what we need, man. More car movies.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Diesel
No.
interview.
You know what's gonna come back? Dancing
What?
movies.
Here it is.
No.
This one. And God, he's so beautiful. God, she's so beautiful. Am I right or wrong? I'm looking at it.
I think he's just like super high and like drunk as fuck. And he's been like doing interviews all day.
Man, talk to me, baby. Tell me your story. Tell me your story. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go have lunch. God, I love her.
He's got a wife and kids.
Thank you.
God, wow.
So, Tom Hanks?
Oh, wow.
Her face is very uncomfortable.
You're a nerd like me. You love Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm anything like you because I love you.
She's like trying to ask him about anything else.
God, it's really, look how beautiful she is. You guys think it's a joke. How am I supposed to sit up here when I'm just looking at such beauty?
He's dropping those lines, man.
She's so beautiful. I'm in love. I'm in love with the interview.
So you play Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
You...
I did say I'm good.
Did you? Eu sou o Groot.
It's so good.
Eu sou o Groot. Eu...
I love her. Man, she's so fucking sexy. It's not, I can't do this in a Does anyone say this?
Reel it in, Vin Diesel. Reel it in.
What's wrong? Am I the only one that's saying, look at her?
He's like jerking off in the interview now.
Beautiful. It's like you can't even do an interview with her because you're just like, dot, 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 dot.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's getting too close right now.
Oh, it gets worse. Just watch.
When did it turn into beautiful?
When did it turn into beautiful?
It turned into I love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. They had to like end the interview because it was just that fucking weird. He's like, when did this turn into I love you?
What the fuck, man?
I love the man. And I think that he was just really fucking like wore out from the day. Maybe like doing junkets all day.
Do you think he probably did it on purpose?
Probably. It was one of those things where it's like he's like
He didn't expect like his fucking wife and kid to be watching, I don't know, public access in another fucking country.
yeah, or like press junkets that he's got to sit through like 10 hours a fucking day for like 2-3 weeks or whatever. So he's just probably just drinking like a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
just to
Like
get
he's
through the
traveling
shit.
around, and then like that's what he has to do. Like he has
Yeah.
to stop and talk to. Yeah, we're here recording Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
This is the 9th movie. I have a contract.
yeah. So he's just been like, I think it was for Triple X, like the first Triple X movie.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So that was like back in like 2001 and shit. But the fucking
Yeah, that's fuckboy Vin Diesel, right?
yeah. Triple X 3 or some shit, the recent one. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking remember, but it is funny, and it's wonderful. She's like trying to ask him about Dungeons and Dragons. At the same time, she's trying to bring up anything else, and you could see the look on her fucking face. It's just like, dude, I don't like. Just stop it, please. It's the funniest shit on the fucking planet. Yeah. So that was funny. Vin Diesel, dude, we're an unironic fan, but
Yep.
god damn, that's so bad.
Ugh. You gotta love that type of like game though, like that
Yeah.
fucking early 2000s. Hey.
the uncomfortable kind.
Yeah. That's like Guidos. That's what they were fucking about.
What the fuck is this, Lewis? New Back to the Future movie trailer. Oh, Fast to the Future. No, dude, that's fake. It's a fake thing, but it's
so fucking funny. I love it.
Makes me mad. I don't like it. Oh my god. Like, we gotta go back.
Oof.
The future. Something you never planned for. You made mistakes. Let your family down. But if you could go back, change things, right the wrongs.
She's gonna go back and change, like, the one Korean guy from dying.
Would you be the first? Out of time.
It's so fucking bad.
Oh my fucking god.
Vin Diesel driving a DeLorean.
Yeah. You ever seen any of the fucking Back to the Future movies?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that shit. So there's they're not the most well constructed movies.
You know, they're the
They're
only
pretty
movies.
fucking great.
Let's be
They're
honest,
the-
it didn't need a sequel.
They're the only movies that I know that have Michael J. Fox in them. Does that make me a bad person?
Oh, you're fine. Dude, you ever seen Teen Wolf?
No, what is that?
It's one where Michael J. Fox discovers that his dad's a werewolf, and he turns into a werewolf on like his 18th birthday or some shit.
Oh, wait.
And then he's like playing basketball and shit as a
Yeah,
werewolf.
I remember that.
Dude,
That
it's
was
the
him.
fucking shit, dude. It's so
Teen Wolf?
awesome. Yeah, but they like remade it into a shitty like MTV series.
No, that's what I thought you were talking about. Like that's why I was just
Oh,
like
no.
fucking Teen Wolf.
Yeah, no, that's what it's based on.
Now Michael J. Fox is fucking turns into a werewolf and he's just playing like basketball.
That's straight
How
up.
old is he? Like 50?
Yeah. Cuts to Michael J. Fox, and he's like, "What's up, guys? I'm Teen Wolf." And it's just like this new cast of like sexy looking dude. They brought it back when like Twilight and shit came back, and that's how that show became popular. But it's like cuts to like fucking 50-year-old Michael J. Fox. He's shaking around, you know. He's a mover and a shaker. You know what I mean?
He's shaking around. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got Parkinson's.
Yeah.
It's not a funny thing to laugh at. But
You're an asshole. Cedric.
I didn't laugh about the Parkinson's.
What do you mean? You fucking chuckled immediately.
I laughed at your comment. It's the only thing I was
My comment?
But yeah, that's that movie. And then
So you're a piece of shit too.
then in the sequel, they like changed him to a similar looking actor. Yeah. And
Okay.
then what the fuck was that other one? The one where you can see ghosts. It's like the last one that he did before he like actually found out that he had Parkinson's and shit. Like before it actually started affecting him, he could like see ghosts and like God. There's like some fucking Grim Reaper ghost always chasing him, and it turns out to be like a serial killer or some shit.
Yeah, like he keeps seeing people throughout the fucking.
Yeah, and he like sees.
There's even this one scene where there's this jogger.
Yeah,
He was running and he's like he can't feel his pulse or some dumb shit.
yeah, and like he's got to stop the killer, the ghost killer, before the fucking ghost like kills specific people, and they all have like numbers on their head.
Really?
So it's like he's got to stop them from killing all the people with the numbers on their head or some shit. I forget what it's called.
The Frighteners?
Yeah, The Frighteners. Such a good fucking movie. Like, unironically, a great fucking movie. And those are the only movies that I really know
Nope.
Michael J. Fox from.
You know what's funny? I remember watching that movie once as a child.
Yeah,
and I
don't
remember
remember
it. I remember it vividly.
Yep, that's it. Such a good movie.
Fucking.
What are some other actors with debilitating illnesses? Oh my god. God, we're gonna upset somebody.
What did Superman do?
What?
did
What?
Superman
The one that got destroyed by that horse.
Oh my god, Lewis got destroyed.
Well,
Christopher Reeve.
There we go. Oh, he's not. Well, he wasn't technically walking after he fucking.
Oh my god. He got like a spinal injury and he couldn't do anything. And then he's so fucked up that like they had to do some kind of surgery on his spine and his skull or some shit. And so like his last few years are just him without, like, he's bald. He's got no hair and shit. Like, it's so depressing. It's the most depressing shit on the planet. But yeah, Christopher Reeve is a great fucking actor. He was in remember Children of the Damned, where it's like all like the entire town, but it's like they can only have like twins or some shit, and all the twins have like white hair and like
Yeah.
bowl cuts and shit. It's him and somebody else that are in that
So does he
movie.
talk
It's
like a
pretty
robot
good.
now?
Who?
Christopher
No,
Reeve.
he's
He's
dead.
fucking dead, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I said his last few years.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Superman's dead, dude.
I will say they used pretty not great flattering pictures.
Oh no.
Well, I apologize in advance.
First two, the first two like older Superman movies are they're like okay to watch. You know what I mean? They're not bad. My guy's just laughing at a picture.
Does he talk like a robot now?
That's the comment that came to my mind. I was like, oh, Cedric.
Oh, god damn it.
I wasn't laughing at the picture, the description that Cedric gave me before he fucking showed the picture to me. That's what got me.
Man. He was in a few other things that I forget the name of now. But like I think he was such a perfect person to play Superman at that time. It's fucking, I don't know. It was like my first
year
exposure
Superman
as a
was
child.
that?
70 what?
71 maybe? I don't know. 74? It's so long.
He did a great
78,
job.
Yep.
78, yeah.
78, 80.
I remember those movies, and I actually liked them. What was the one with where he literally goes around the world to reverse time?
That's the first one.
First one, dude. That one I
Went all
love
the way up
that
to, like,
one.
2006.
It's not funny. Like that scene, and like there's one scene where Lois like finds out his identity or some shit.
Oh,
And
he
like,
put his glasses on.
Yeah. And he, like, kisses her or some shit, and then it erases her memory somehow. Like, I don't fucking...
What? This is a Superman power?
I guess.
And you can melt your brain a little bit. Like, so he just, like, he had to get close enough to make contact to fucking, like, find that part
he's
of
like-
your brain and just fry it.
He's like Dr. Manhattan. Like,
He,
every
like-
time he gets close to someone, he gives them cancer or
He,
some
like-
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He vibrates on a microscopic level so that it deletes selected parts of her fucking
And
brain.
she takes out the fucking, like, neurons and shit. He just fucking, like, removes that shit.
While he's in the office, like everybody in the fucking office gets breast cancer. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking-
As he's doing it so fast, everyone is just fucking like, stroking out and dying. But he has to get those memories out, because
Yeah.
otherwise
fucking...
he'll get a backlash, dude.
Dude, like, Silver Age Superman had such wild fucking powers. Like, he had, like, back in the Silver Age, he had a power where he could, like, mush his face around like clay and just, like, mold it to any fucking, like, shape that he wanted.
What
And,
the
like,
fuck?
disguise himself. It was fucking wacky as shit. There's, like, another where he can, like, shoot smaller versions of himself out of his hand. It's so fucking bizarre. Like, it's the weirdest shit on the fucking planet. Now it's just like, oh, well, he can fly and do some other shit, and for some... Oh, dude! Oh, my fucking God! There's, another power that, like, nobody ever fucking talks about.
What?
So it's in, like, a newer issue. So this is, like, current continuity Superman or whatever. They're, like, tying in all the old shit from, like, the early 2000s to right now. So in canon, this is basically the Superman that we're getting. So there's, like, a scene where they're doing some kind of, like, simulation or some shit, and they sent, like, a fucking, just a wave of, like, weird mini Tesseract machines toward Earth. And it's, like, a cloud of, like, weird fucking nanobots. And it, like, slices Superman up.
Oh, nice.
And, like, he's just, like, nonchalant about it. Like, his head and his eyes are just, like, floating around. He's like, well, let me fucking put myself back together. He's, like, annoyed by it. It's so fucking bizarre. And he just, like, puts himself together. And nobody... It's, like, the one thing that, like, nobody ever fucking talks about.
What the fuck? What?
That he can just, like, regenerate and become, like, a blob boy? What do you
Yeah.
mean? That, like...
I mean, he's got super regeneration because of his powers and shit, but...
But, like, I mean, yes, but, like,
But
you're
to that
already,
extent,
like...
that's
He's
like,
like-
that's like some Deadpool level shit.
Yeah.
Or just, like, some really immense cellular reconstruction that, like, you know, like... It's never really been needed or implied because he's invulnerable
Well,
to most.
His power is that, like, he can, like, it's powered by the... Like, he's got some weird telepathy that's powered by the sun.
Nice.
So, like, it's like he takes it in, like, photosynthesis, and then it generates this, like, weird field around his body. Like,
I
this
am Plant
telekinetic-
Man.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, all Kryptonians are basically fucking plant people. And, like, it's like this weird bioelectric field that, like, kind of everyone has to hold their cells together. But Kryptonians, when they're, like, jacked the fuck up on red or yellow stun energy,
Yeah.
they, like, fucking... They can, like, fly. They can, like, control their fucking bodies in the air and, like, do weird, like, fucking shoot shit out there.
Well,
like,
I guess it's not the
Superman.
craziest thing in the
Yeah,
world.
Superman.
Because they already imply that you can do stuff like that with Flash because he vibrates his cells and molecules so much that he can move through matter.
Yeah.
But no one really fixates on that either. I mean,
Right.
he does it sometimes.
That's
but
why Superboy, when
maybe
they
it hurts.
when they cloned Superboy, they, like, he's got, like, human cells in him, so it's, like, kind of thrown off, like, the it throws off the biology a little bit, so that electric field can become, like, manipulatable. So whenever he, like, touches shit, he's got, like, short range telekinesis, pretty much. Like, he could touch something and, like, take it apart instantly, and, like, blast shit with telekinesis. It's fucking wild.
I just feel like this OP-ass character doesn't really need much more buffs.
Yeah.
Like, even Superboy being able to do that is kind of like...
Well, Superboy's not as physically strong. He has the potential to be when he's an adult, but he's pretty much a kid. So he's got, like, semi-normal super strength.
And that is how all, like, Kryptonians were. Even Superman, when he was, like, young,
He has, like-
he not, like, he had
like
to figure it out over time.
Yeah.
He has like cyborg level fucking strength.
Yeah. He's not as strong as when Superman was a kid, but he's, like, He can hold his own.
Super strength means like it's a spectrum of things. I could either pick up a truck or I can pick up a fucking continent.
Dude, that's why whenever Superman like picks up like a building or like a plane or some shit when he's holding a plane, the field around him extends around whatever he's touching. So pretty much that's why whenever Hulk lifts something up, it like crumbles in half or some shit because it's so fucking heavy that it falls under its own weight. But when Superman's lifting up something, it, like the field extends around it so that it stays like completely like untouched. That's why his fucking like his cape gets fucked up, but that's why his suit is like pretty much fine because he's got like a telekinetic field around him. And in a weird way that just does kind of explain like everything. Like he's just got a bizarre form of telekinesis that just lets him do shit.
Yeah, and then once he comes in contact with fucking kryptonite or something, it fucks up with his brain for a second. Yeah. So that's the invulnerability.
Yeah.
Which again, he's not. If you just put him in the sun for a while.
It's not really. But see, kryptonite's not really him being vulnerable. It's just like him being back to normal.
Radiation.
Yeah, it's like him just literally is pulling him back to being normal. But the thing is, he's been in this state for so fucking long that it kind of literally hinders him. It's kind of like being underwater for too long and then fucking coming up or surfacing really fast.
Yeah.
You get sick. That's kind of the same thing that's happening to him. He's just going back to his fucking atmosphere in a way, and that's what's fucking him up.
Yeah. It's like radiation poisoning. Yeah. It slowly fucks you up. That's why back in the fucking 80s, Lex Luthor had like a fucking like kryptonite ring that he had with him like all the fucking time. That's why Superman would stay away from him. But over time, he started to develop like a weird form of cancer too, and he like lost his arm and then he fucking died.
Oh, right on.
For a little bit. And I guess he like implanted his memories into some other like family member that he had and then he came back. I don't know how it works. Look. Yeah, he had like a backup somewhere, but like kryptonite fucks you up even if you're like a normal person, but it takes longer for a human. Like if you're holding it for like a decade, it'll fuck you up. And like there's a cousin to Kryptonians that still exist in the DC universe called Daxamites, and they're pretty much Kryptonians except their like main weakness is lead.
Okay.
They're like
lead.
They're like evolutionary cousins to Kryptonians. So like if one were to get shot with like a lead bullet, yeah, for sure. Like normal bullets I'm sure wouldn't fucking do shit because they're not actually made with lead. But like if it were some shit back in like the 1940s, yeah, it'd be fucking dead. There's you know who Superboy Prime is, right?
Mm-mm.
He's like a form of Superman that's from like the main universe. And like this weird Prime universe that's basically the real world. Okay. And his parents aren't like Martha and John Kent. His parents are like some people on a farm. And it's funny enough because they name him Clark Kent. Like when the comics exist in their universe, his gimmick is that he's a really pissed off fanboy who really likes the Silver Age. And he like goes back to fucking like murder a bunch of people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he's like insanely powerful. Like he's so fucking powerful, he punched like a fucking dimensional wall and like fucked up the main universe, and like that's how they explained Red Hood coming back to life. Yeah, like he just punched it so hard it fucked with continuity, and he like popped up in his grave again alive. Like that's how fucking like just weird he is. And him and like Silver Age Superman, like the main universe Superman and like Silver Age Superman had to like team up against him to beat him, and they like threw him through a fucking kryptonite field and like threw him onto a planet with a red sun. But if you're not from that universe, kryptonite doesn't affect you because it's like a weird different. I don't know if it's like a radiation that vibrates at a different frequency or some shit.
We're not going to explain the complexities of like biological makeup in another fucking dimension.
Yeah,
it just doesn't hurt him.
So it just doesn't affect him.
Yeah.
But they throw him through it anyway.
Smells weird. Yeah. He just keeps smacking the fucking face.
But red sun radiation is still gonna fuck with him. I don't know how that works, but you know, it saps all the fucking yellow energy that he has in his cells. So they're just like beating the shit out of each other with like chunks of fucking kryptonite, and just beat like old like Earth 2 fucking Silver Age Superman ends up dying, and it's real fucking sad. And yeah, that's Silver Age Superman, dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking wonderful.
I was thinking you were like talking about like the olden boy.
Yeah, and look up Earth 2 Superman, and he's like older, and it's so fucking like, it's just a bizarre, adorable version of like DC, where it's just everything is so innocent and like so much simpler and stuff. Oh yeah, that's the newer Earth 2 shit, where it's like they tried to, like when they redid everything, they blanked out like a bunch of the older universes and then made a new Earth 2, and it's like, whoa, it's weird, it's different continuity, and
It's kind of edgy.
and that Earth Superman gets kidnapped by Darkseid, and then like he makes clones of him to go to Earth and like fucking destroy the Earth and shit, and then that's like, I forget his name. Zod, and it's some fucking other Kryptonian kid that landed on Earth.
Is that the Superman that they're using in Infinite, like the new live action show?
No,
No, different Superman.
yeah, different Superman. That's like some kid that he found that was Kryptonian or whatever, and grew up under Val-Zod, that's his name.
Yeah.
And he grows up under Superman's tutelage or whatever in secret, and then once Superman shows back up to like fucking conquer Earth or whatever, because he's been brainwashed, they have to get him, and he's super scared of everything at first because he's never like used his powers and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's a pretty cool character. I like Val-Zod. I like his costume, the light blue and the
Yeah.
fucking,
He has like the bright blue eyes. Looks
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
dude's fucking cool. And what other versions of Super? Oh yeah, there's like Kingdom Come Superman, where it's like a world. He might be stronger than Earth Prime Superboy or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, he might be like way fucking stronger, because like, so it happens in a world where it's basically injustice, where Joker goes to the Daily Planet, kills fucking Lois Lane, but instead of like killing Joker, he like sticks to his values, and he's like, I'm gonna do what Lois wanted me to do and not fucking kill him.
Yeah.
And so he like goes to trial because, well, he takes another superhero to trial because some other superhero kills Joker, and he's like, dude, we're not the fucking cops. We're not, like, we can't do that. We're the equivalent of like firefighters, pretty much. Like, that's what we're supposed to be. So he goes back and to court with the guy, and the guy wins. And so Superman's just like, you know what? The public wants this guy. They can have him. So he goes into hiding for like fucking 70 or like 20 something years or some shit. And he comes back when he's like an old man. And he's fucking just strong as fuck. Because all he's been doing for like 20 years is like pretty much bathing in the sun, doing like farm work.
Yeah.
Like his parents died and shit. And he's just been alone by himself for like however many years, and then Wonder Woman comes to him. She's like, hey, all this like new generation of superheroes. This was written in the 90s, where like everyone was starting to get edgy, like fucking Spawn and Cable and Deadpool, and like all these fucking like extreme kind of superheroes were coming out, and these were like superheroes that were passed by, and so Superman comes back and he starts like throwing these motherfuckers in jail, like this big station called the Gulag or whatever the fuck, and it's just like a big fucking prison for like super powered criminals and shit, and he's just like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna be as ruthless. I'm not gonna kill anyone, but I'm gonna be just as fucking ruthless as some of these people are, and he starts like beating the fuck out of like other like crazy, weird, extreme superheroes and throwing them in jail. and like it gets to a point in the end of the fucking thing. Big spoilers, I guess.
No.
He fucking like he goes nuts and just like there's the UN drops a fucking bomb at the same time that they're like fighting against this revolt to like let all these prisoners out and shit, and everyone around him just fucking dies. And at the same time, he's fighting Shazam, and Shazam is like got some fucking weird earworm in him from like Lex Luthor. Like Lex Luthor has been controlling him for like however many years, and he's fighting him, and he's like, dude, I have to save everyone. Like I fucking have to. There's a nuclear bomb coming towards us. I gotta stop it. So Shazam like sacrifices himself. Like he flies into the fucking air and like grabs the bomb and does Shazam one last time and fucking dies. But at the same time, the bomb was too low. So it like kills everyone in the vicinity except for Superman.
Ah, shit.
And he's just standing there like...
So he took a brunt of the blast, but like still a lot of fucking people died.
Yeah. So it's one of the things where
That's not like
he's...
DC. They're really bleak like that.
Well, they used to be. Well, they are in the movies. In the comics, they're not. Like, they're super hopeful and, like, nice and happy and shit. And then, he's, like, so fucking pissed off that... You know who the Spectre is, right? Like, the weird white guy with the green hood. And he's, like, an angel or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
So, he's, like, the...
I hate to think.
Like, the weird vengeance of God or whatever the fuck he is. And he's like, throughout the story, this is the Beast story, where he's like taking this religious guy and he's like taking him through, and he's like comparing all this shit.
That looks like Doctor Doom.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's like a weird ghost guy. And he's like taking this religious guy, because he's losing his faith or whatever, through all this shit, and he's like relating it to the apocalypse. So it's like reading Revelations at the same time as all this shit is going on. And he literally says like he's so pissed, like Superman is so fucking pissed off that this happened, that that fucking Satan, one of the most powerful beings in the fucking like entire DC multiverse, is just like he literally says, hey, he's so pissed off right now that Satan like is shivering, like he's fucking scared of this old Superman, and like he goes to the fucking UN and he's about to kill everyone, like about to like fucking just shoot the place up in flames because they're the ones who sent the bomb.
Yeah.
And then he just like stops. He's just like, you know, he like sticks to his values and shit. It's a really interesting story because it's one of those things where it's like Dark Knight Returns. It's his version of Dark Knight Returns, really.
See,
where he comes back and then has to like do shit.
and that's really cool because throughout it all, like no matter what adaptation of Superman, like he always is a virtuous, like altruistic, like character.
He's just
What
a
about
pure guy.
What about the one where he's in Russia?
Oh, that one? That one's pretty good too. They're making a movie of that.
I don't know
It's not-
anything about that. I saw you posting some shit on it.
Oh,
I
I
was
was-
interesting on it.
I was gonna say this before I go into
ahead,
that. I'll go into that in a sec. But like this version of Superman, the Kingdom Come Superman, is probably just as strong, if not stronger, than fucking Superboy Prime. Because like Superboy Prime and regular Superman were going at it like normal powers, and Superman was kind of keeping up with them, like just a little. And fucking, there's a scene where Hercules, like he comes to the main universe or whatever the Kingdom Come Superman does. Hercules punches fucking regular Superman in the face, and his nose is all bloody and shit, and he goes flying back into a fucking building. And then Hercules tries to do the same shit to fucking Kingdom Come Old Man Superman, and he like punches him in the fucking face, and he's just still standing there like
Didn't
nothing.
move.
The only thing that moved was his cape behind him, and he's just like, dude, I'm gonna have to ask you to like not do that. And then he like takes his fucking like Hercules has like the lion pelt on him from the 12 labors or whatever. He like yanks it off of him and like fucking punches him, and he flies through like 10 fucking buildings. So that's an example of how fucking like strong as a character this like old man Superman
See, I
is.
like that DC does that too. They take they take their characters and they make like a bunch of like weird multi spins on them, and like you
Yeah.
said, maybe that was just like
Watchmen
the.
is part of the DC, right? Go ahead, sorry
Yeah.
for interrupting.
No, you're good. Like you said, like Cable and Deadpool and all, they did that dumb shit. But I like that like DC has a bunch of that. I really wish I would have followed more comics coming up, because then I'd have like a true appreciation for all these like miscellaneous versions of just one character.
I grew up watching the animated.
Yeah.
movie.
I followed like the Cineverse and
And
whatever was going
I
on. in the
loved
cartoons.
Batman. Batman was my favorite animated series when it came out. That and Superman,
Yeah.
both of those, they were fucking
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
Dude, the reason why I became so attached to this shit is because, like, when I was, like, little, the first exposure that I really had to this shit was, like, X-Men, the animated series, Spider-Man.
Yep.
But at the same time, like, there was also DC shit on, like, Superman and Justice League and fucking Super Friends. Like, I was a little kid watching Super Friends and shit with my dad. And, like, the first thing I had was this Marvel versus DC shit. And it was like the two the two multiverses are like brothers or whatever, and so they like just start fighting, like these two like extra dimensional like that represent the two universes or whatever. They're just like, hey, we're gonna play a game of chess. So they start like oh, Spider-Man has to fight Superboy, or like fucking Wolverine has to fight Batman, or Captain America has to fight Batman.
Yeah.
And it's like Captain America and Batman are like fucking going back and forth, and they're like neck and neck and shit. It's so fucking awesome. And then there's like scenes where it's like Punisher, you know Deathstroke, right?
Yeah.
Slade
Yeah.
from fucking
Slade
Teen Titans.
Wilson.
Yeah, there's like a scene where it's going through like all the different, because they're like popping up in each other's universes or whatever. So it's like going through different scenes of like, oh fucking in this part of the world, fucking Shazam and Silver Surfer are fighting Doctor Doom or whatever, and in this part of the world, fucking Killer Croc is fighting the Lizard, or like this part of the world, it shows like fucking Deathstroke and Punisher having like a fucking shootout. And it's like one of the things where it's like, I want to see these two fucking villains interact now.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see fucking Punisher get into a shootout with Deathstroke. Like, how fucking wacky would that shit be? Like, how...
Over the top because they're OP as shit.
Oh, yeah, they're both, like...
Deathstroke versus Punisher?
Yeah. It's so fucking awesome. So, yeah, that was
I want to see
a bunch of that shit.
what would happen if Wonder Woman faced Thor. Do you think Thor would win?
There's something happened in the comic where it was, like, Thor versus Wonder Woman, I think. And Thor just hits her with like a lightning bolt or some shit. And
Then she dies. It's actually pretty anticlimactic.
no. And there's a different scene where she fights Storm, and like it was either her or Storm that picked up the hammer. I think it was Wonder Woman that picked up the fucking Thor's hammer, and then like had fucking like his armor and shit. It was wild. It's fucking awesome.
Thor's armor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can summon that armor on him, right?
Yeah. So it's the part of the Thor's hammer power, whatever the fuck. Anyway, yeah, the Red Sun shit. Red Sun's coming out. It's like, what if Superman lands in Russia instead of the U.S.? It's
That looks
good.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The actual like I read all through that shit. It's really good.
And it
I would
still
recommend that.
grandstandly goes back to him just being like,
Yeah. It like bizarre. No, I'm not gonna spoil it because I feel like the movie's coming out anyway, so I don't want to spoil the
watch the
ending.
fucking movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I would say so. Lewis brought that up. That's why I brought that back up.
Well, we've had a good run of talking about Superman.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude. I got into that shit
No,
like the
dude,
past
it's all
like
good.
hour.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I love, it's
Christopher Reeves.
And then Superboy Prime, dude, he gets like he's riding a horse and then he fucking falls off and it kicks him in the fucking head.
Oh shit,
And
is
then
that
he's
what
got
happened?
MS, dude. Then he just fucking dies. You know, that's life, man.
Okay, now I feel bad.
That's what happened.
Real bleed.
Or no, like it's either kicked him in the head or it stepped on his spine.
Oh shit.
Either way, it's pretty fucking
I was
bad.
gonna say, I know a couple people that got kicked in the head by a horse.
Oh, we gotta wrap this up. All right. Well, that was episode 14. Have a good fucking day, I guess. I don't know. Try not to